So we have about 20 minutes till we get en route. I want to talk really quickly about the most important thing as a door knocker, and that's your state management. Okay, so what that means is, I know you've done it before, and you kind of probably realized already, is that, you know, when en route, there's going to be ups and downs, right? There's going to be some people, they hate door knockers. They're going to yell at you. Some people don't answer. Some people are going to be really into it. But one thing is, you can't have your mindset and your positivity rooted in other people, in what they do, because it doesn't really matter what they do, whether they're super positive or super negative. You can't be reactionary to them, right? Like, you can't be, oh, a homeowner was a bit of a dick to me, all right, fuck, now I'm down, you know? No, have a rock solid foundation of, I'm gonna stay super positive and have a really good mindset all day en route, like this, not like this, and then whatever happens, happens. Because what that does is it sets you guys up for success, because we've all had it where, I mean, this is what happens, like for me, you kind of have cold streaks, but then what happens is you always get clusters of sales, you know, because it's kind of like if you have 1,000 quarters and you throw them up, theoretically on paper, it should be 500 tails, 500 like heads, right? Like theoretically. And the larger the sample size, the greater that like data will, like the more accurate it like will be, right? Like it will be 500 and 500-ish. However, out of the large data, there's gonna be small pockets of maybe 27 heads over here that are like together, and then like 14 tails over here that are together. So what that says is that in this job, and in like the quarters example, although the law of averages says, you know, like if you're good, you should sell 1 in every 10, there are kind of like gonna be pockets, right? So you're gonna go maybe an hour and a half with no sales, and then in 10 minutes sell 3. The other day I sold, I think, 1,100 in like 9 minutes, and then went 3 hours with no sales. Like that happens, right? Because there's clusters. So the main thing is that if you keep knocking with a positive attitude, it's like, it's all in you. Like the scripting is a scripting. We do all that, like the technicality stuff, we teach you all that. But this is what makes a good salesman, right? So if you're knocking and there's 2 hours with nothing, the law of averages says you're gonna get one, but you can't mess it up yourself by having a bad attitude. You can't mess it up yourself by having your state go down. And then when you actually do run into that homeowner that is closable, that is kind of slightly neutral to the idea, that you can easily persuade, because that's what we are, we're persuaders. We persuade, we convince, we influence. When you go into that guy, you need to be ready and have a good mindset and not be ticking downward so that you can close it and can take advantage of that opportunity, okay? The scripting's important. Jacob goes through all that stuff. That's very important. You need to know the technical skills, but it's this that makes you good. Trust me, it's this. So I want you to realize, like, this guy does 2 to 3K every day. I sold 3 to 4K every single day. And it's all because of this, okay? We'll teach you everything, but you need to have the foundational strength of your mind. That's the most important part, the mind, is to always stay positive. I don't know what the word is. We just, like in this van, like we just call it kind of staying positive. Just stay positive, believe in yourself. You can do it, okay? And yeah, Jacob's gonna train you, obviously, and we'll work with you kind of more en route, but just something to think about, guys, because the mentality is the most important part, okay? On the front end, so there's 3 steps to kind of a sale, okay? There's your intro, and then there's giving them a price, because you can't agree to, like, you can't close someone without giving a price, right? And the third part is closing them on the price. So if you think about it, there's actually 2 sales. There's giving them a price, which is a sale in itself, because you didn't give prices like to everyone, right? Because some people were, oh, fuck, shut the door. You didn't close them on giving them a price. I'll just write something down here. We'll just do this.
I'm not going to let you drop you guys.
So the important thing to realize, there's 3 parts to a sale, right? Number 1, the intro. Bro, hi, my name's Oliver. I'm just helping out a few of the neighbors on the street. And then number 2 is getting them to a price. Because obviously, you can't sell someone without giving them a price, right? Because they don't know what they're agreeing to. So close number 1, which is getting to a price. And then number 3 is closing them on a price. Okay? So what you have to realize is, before you give them a price, everything they say, no, not interested. No, we're good, I have a guy. That's all self-defense. Because if you went to the door and you said, "Hi, I'm Oliver, I'm giving away $20 to all the neighbors," they would say, "No, no, no, not understood." Because they're just self-defense. Your biggest hurdle as a door knocker is that ultimately they don't want to fucking see you. They don't even listen to you. They just defaultly say, "No, not interested, we're all good." Right? So realize that it's kind of like when you go to a bar and you hit on a chick. You're like, "Hey, how's it going?" And she's like, "I have a boyfriend." Well, she's at a bar. She probably doesn't have a boyfriend, right? It's just self-defense. She doesn't want to fucking see you. I don't care. I got a new haircut, but she still doesn't want to see me, right? Because she doesn't have a boyfriend. It's just self-defense. So homeowners say that all the time. It's just self-defense. So what we do is we don't solve objections before we get to a price, because you don't need to solve them. They don't need to be solved because it's just self-defense. It's just smoke screens. So hi, I'm Oliver, helping out a few of the neighbors. The reason I'm here is because we're actually scrubbing down a few of the neighbors' windows and frames. Just wondering if you guys had a chance to get it done. No, not interested. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The reason we're here is because we're giving a bit of a discount. So what I'll do for you, I'll just go around and give you a quick price, just so you know. And then you give them a price. And then all of a sudden you give them a price, you go around, you come back, you give them a price. Now you can solve objections because they're actual objections, right? It's my husband, the price is too expensive. There's actual reasons not to get it done. But before you even give them a price, they don't even have anything to, they're just saying it's just self-defense. So just realize that, and then Jacob will take you over looping when you're en route with him, because you're gonna get dropped both with him. But realize, guys, that it's just self-defense. A lot of what they say, it's just lying. I have a boyfriend. No, you don't, sweetheart. You don't have a boyfriend, right? But you're not gonna try and solve that by saying, "Well, I'm a stronger, more dominant male. Please accept me." Like, no, shut the fuck. Just keep talking, and then eventually, 20 minutes later, you're taking her home, right? Because she was lying. And it's the same with the homeowner. They're probably lying. Before you get to a price, they're lying. They're lying. Smoke screens, lying. So don't try and, because in your script you said, "May I ask why?" No, don't do that. The reason why is because they don't want to fucking see you. That's the reason why. So what you do is Jacob's going to teach you how to loop, but don't do that. Just do the script and then loop. Like, he'll teach you how to loop.